Warm greetings from the High 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this Sunday, February 23rd, 2020. I want to bring you information pertaining to the missing child out of Sullivan County, Tennessee. Evelyn Mae Boswell, 15-month-old. An Amber Alert is still out for this missing child. I will be bringing you said news sources for the information. If you need verification for anything that I am speaking of, please log on to those said sites. First, news outlet is Fox 17 Nashville. At the time of this information, there was no idea of who Angela Boswell is, but later it has been revealed that she is the mother of Megan Boswell. She and McLeod have been charged with a theft of $2,500. Boswell is on probation, and she violated that probation at the time that she committed the crime of properties pertaining to the car that was missing. There has been no bond set for both. A 2007 BMW was reported stolen. Both are charged with stolen property connected to the BMW. Sullivan County thinks Evelyn is in imminent danger but still alive. There have been no charges filed against McLeod and Boswell in connection to the missing baby. Next set information is CNN, updated 6:04 a.m. this morning. At the time, the mother gave an interview, Megan Boswell, but she declined to give the name of the people who are responsible for having her child. Angela Boswell is 42 years of age. William McLeod is 33. They both were apprehended in the state of North Carolina in a stolen vehicle, and that was in Wilkes County, North Carolina. It has been reported that Megan Boswell was buying the car for Angela Boswell, but there was no agreement or money exchange from either party or the owner of the BMW. The owner could not make contact with Megan or Angela Boswell, and that's when the car was reported stolen. Both are Tennessee residents, McLeod and Boswell. Angela Boswell and William McLeod, the two people who were arrested with the stolen car in North Carolina. Each are charged with theft. Boswell was held for violation of a previous theft. Neither person has an attorney at the said moment. They are both waiting extradition back to the state of Tennessee, and both have a court appointment tomorrow on Monday. It has been stated that Megan is cooperating with authorities, yet she has been giving conflicting stories. The conflicting statements and the delayed missing persons report has made this to be a complicated case, says the TBI. Megan lives in Sullivan County and is the sole custodian of baby Evelyn Mae Boswell. The reward at the current moment, is at $56,000. ABC 11 says the owner wanted payment for this car and was waiting to receive payment but did not, so he or she could transfer the vehicle, title, and registration over to the said parties but never received a payment. There has been no charges in connection to the missing child, with McLeod and Boswell being arrested. Tommy Boswell Sr., the grandfather, says he last saw the baby Thanksgiving. USA Today reports Angela Boswell broke terms of bail, probation, and parole. News 4 gives said parties who have pledged money toward a reward for the missing child. Fuller Paving Group, $2,000. Indian Spring Armory, $500. Tommy Boswell Sr., which is the grandfather, $10,000. Tommy Boswell Jr., $10,000. 300 tips have come forward since Wednesday in pertaining to information to Evelyn Mae Boswell. If you have any said information that can help this case and get this baby found, please dial 423-279-7330 or 1-800-TBI-5. The Sheriff's Department, Sullivan County, did not want it to be known that the car was stolen that they were looking for, but somehow it got released. I guess they decided due to the fact that there's an Amber Alert and they're trying to find a missing child. Now, what the reasons are, why they didn't want, who knows? Probably because so much is going on, conflicting stories, this and that. Didn't want the baby to be harmed, because I'm sure they were going on the said information that they were getting from the mother of these people taking off with her child once things went down. Who knows? Okay. Both parties, William McLeod and Angela Boswell, have previous cases stemming out of Kingsport General Sessions Court. I believe Mr. McLeod had outstanding warrants at the current moment. Now for my commentary on the said information. Due to the fact that the father and the son, the Boswells, contributed $10,000 each toward the reward for finding this baby, I don't think they have any involvement or knowledge of what has happened to this missing child. Could it be that the mother and the boyfriend are complicit in the disappearance of Evelyn Boswell? Do they know something? Did they do something? Are they covering for something? I do find it odd that a car gets stolen the same week an Amber Alert is issued. But now we find out that she purchased the car for her mother, allegedly. But the owner states she was trying to reach both parties for the car. So why did they have the car? So I find it odd that the owner says, well, I'm trying to transfer the car over. Well, how can you transfer the car over if they already have the car? The car was found in another state, 2 hours southeast of Bluntville, Tennessee. You see where I'm going with this? Why would you let someone have access to your car and they did not pay you for the car? I find that odd. And I also find it odd that the mother and the boyfriend would be out of state for whatever reason, and there's an Amber Alert issued for your grandbaby. That is also odd. The fact that at the time she gave an interview, she stated, Miss Megan, she didn't have any contact with Ethan or the grandparents. I thought that was odd. No family members. She never told anyone what was transpiring with the case, any said information pertaining to the case, any whereabouts of the child. Now, I look at one article, it's making it seem like the babysitter is the culprit. Well, that makes no sense, as I told you all in my previous videos. How could the babysitter be the culprit when allegedly they got information the babysitter was last seen December 10th or 11th? So is this just Megan saying the baby was there December 10th or 11th, or they actually spoke to someone who had the child December 10th or the 11th? No one would run with your baby once an Amber Alert has been issued, or you told them of an Amber Alert, or they heard of an Amber Alert. Why would any sane individual take a child once they know that an Amber Alert has been issued for the child? No matter how they got the information, be it by Megan, the boogeyman, Mickey Mouse. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why would you then take off with the child? It's not your child. The authorities are trying to find the child, so why would you be complicit in getting the child out of sight? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Listening to this situation with these people taking off allegedly with the child makes me think that she never saw her child until the state came looking for the baby. When the grandfather went and filed information with the state, CPS, and they did the welfare check, I don't know what she said to the worker, investigator, but I'm wondering, has she not seen her child before that? Because we don't have an accurate timeline of when the child actually went missing. We don't even know when she actually last saw her baby. Did she even say when she last saw her baby? Because I'm wondering about that. Because we're getting conflicting storylines in each article. One says December 26th. Another, now a babysitter says December 10th, 11th. Now the grandfather says Thanksgiving. How long has Evelyn been gone? And who had her last? The babysitter had her last? Mama had her last? Who had her last? The fact that she declined to give names to the news, who last had her child. I find that interesting. But of course, she says it's an ongoing investigation, so she cannot give out that information. So what did she tell the police, and did she give a name to the police? Because if we are to believe that it was her mother and the boyfriend, well, now they have them, but they have no baby. So are we now playing hopscotch, duck, duck, goose? We're now throwing out names to cover up a lie, a misgiving, a misdeed, possibly a murder. Who's to say? Was this a setup? Why steal this car? I'm very confused. As I state, now what? The mother and the boyfriend have been arrested. No baby. And why steal this car? Did you steal this car just because you had an emergency in North Carolina? Or you do know something pertaining to this baby and you want to get out of Dodge very fast, Miss Angela Boswell and William McLeod. So you all meet with some hapless victim and take their car out of the state of Tennessee. Was this a setup? Are they all involved in getting this baby gone? And that was the reason for meeting someone in lieu of pretending to buy and purchase their automobile and then flee out the state of Tennessee. What has Angela Boswell and Mr. McLeod told the police pertaining to the disappearance of Evelyn May Boswell? Will the truth be revealed where this baby can be found and located, or if she is even still alive? This is the stupidest mess I have seen, besides a missing baby out of the state of Alabama. Yeah, I said it. All the shenanigans and nonsense. I don't know what is going on. I don't know these people, but they seem just about as ratchet as the stuff I've seen out of the state below me. All this talking in circles and riddles. Nothing is leading to anywhere. Nothing is leading to a said person with said information of any type of validity, truth. You say this person got your kid because somebody had to give the information about the stolen car. Who gave that information? The owner of the car? Or was it Megan? So now I'm curious. Was this an actual person selling a car and these people were involved? This person saw these two people, because it is stated in one of the articles that the said owner tried to reach both parties, Angela and Megan, but could not reach them. Well, that seems to be the end thing with these people. Nobody can reach Megan to find her, talk to her, to ask her about her baby. She fell off the grid. Now here comes a stolen car out of the state of Tennessee found in North Carolina. And this said owner can't reach Angela Boswell or Megan pertaining to their stolen BMW. I must say, these are some jump in and out of the box type folks. Have you ever seen anything like it? They don't answer phones pertaining to babies. They don't answer phones pertaining to missing and stolen cars. Well, I be darned. I've just about heard it all. I don't know these people, but they seem rickety, rackety, shady to me. And somebody knows something in that clan. So we can do any, miny, miny, mo. Catch a fool by his toe. Take it how you want. But they need to stop playing games. Stop wasting these people's time in Sullivan County. FBI, TBI. These people have real cases to work on. Real people to help. So why don't you tell them the truth, where the child is, if you gave your baby up, or you sold a child, whatever you did, if you harmed her, murdered her, whatever, just tell them the truth and stop wasting these resources, because you're wasting money and time, because there are people out here who are in dire need, who are actually missing and hurt and harmed, and they need aid rendered Johnny on the spot. And we do know the child lived because there are pictures to show that she was an actual baby. So tell them what they need to know so the child can be either found located or recovered, whichsoever. But stop dicking these folks around because it's foul and it's rank and it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the baby. It's disrespectful to the police department. It's disrespectful to the community. And you ought to have enough dignity about yourself to just say, okay, I'm going to tell you the truth where the child is and end this charades and shenanigans, because it's sickening and it's disgusting behavior, because this is a child we are talking about. And if you don't do anything right in your life, Megan Boswell, tell the truth about where your child is and stop wasting the sheriff's and the authorities' time. I'm very saddened by this case. Once again, another tragedy of a beautiful baby. She's a beautiful baby. Just gorgeous, gorgeous eyes. And here she is now, missing, and nobody knows anything, and nobody wants to tell anything, and we're throwing out false leads and false people. I don't know if Angela Boswell and Mr. McLeod have anything to do with the disappearance of this child, or the whereabouts of her. I don't know. I don't even know what to believe at this point, but I do know there is something stinky in this ratchet case. This case is ratchet to me, because this mama is ratchet, because she's playing around with these folks and wasting their time and gaining sympathy from people when she knows good and well where that child is. And as I stated before, no sensible person would have went this long without saying their child was missing. I think she wasn't expecting the grandfather to go to the state, and she wasn't expecting the state to come look for her and knock on her door. And that way, when they did come, she had her tail between her legs, and she had to come up with some type of excuse to where the child is. So here comes this, they're in the BMW BS. And maybe that's what happened. She got scared. They had to come up with a plan. Maybe the mother and this boyfriend do know where the child is, or the whereabouts of the child, and that's when this BMW came into play. Let's go find a car to steal. Let's hit the road. It's something. Somebody knows something, because it's just too foul that a car gets stolen the same week that an Amber Alert is issued. I don't know what's wrong with you people. You're just gutter trash, ghetto fabulous, ratchet, and you're too old for this. I don't know who raised you, but you can do way better than what you're doing right now. Tell the truth of where the child is, and everybody can move on. Because something stinks in this case. And as I've said, whenever you have people giving conflicting statements, changing their statements, stop talking, stop complying. Because you know at some point she'll probably stop talking to the authorities, because she's going to get tired of repeating the same thing. And she's probably slipped up many times saying different things. And she'll probably stop talking to the authorities altogether. And the fact that she hasn't talked to the baby's father down in Louisiana, I find that sure enough baffling, don't you? Why aren't you talking to the person that's supposed to be the child's father? That makes no sense to me. You don't want to talk to the father of the baby? So that makes me wonder if he's even the father. Yeah, I'm saying it. Because, hey, all bets are off at this point. We can wonder and speculate anything at this point. Because if the sheriff is telling us you ain't telling them the truth and giving different versions, then we surely as the public can speculate and think anything we want. I'm praying this child is alive and safe. I'm praying that she's in the safe hands of a family that actually loves her and cares for her. And maybe they'll come forth and say, we do have this child. It was a legal adoption. Anything beats this mess here, because this is actual buffoonery. And I'm sick of these stories. And I'm about tired of talking about these stories, because it just seems like it's just nonstop, never-ending mayhem and mischief pertaining to children. Megan Boswell, do yourself and the public a favor. Tell the sheriff department where your child is and stop this BS. Just stop it. Like and share, drop your comments below, and thanks for joining me. You all have a wonderful and safe week, and I will be back with an update. God bless you. Bye-bye.